Alright, welcome back. We have a wonderful little cat here. Her name is Kitty. She's very noisy. You may hear her meow once or twice if I'm shooting videos inside the home. That's why I don't shoot videos in the home most of the time. Now, making this video because I want to show you how bad the Nothing Phone 2 cameras suck. Let me repeat that. The Nothing Phone 2 cameras are trash. And look at these pictures I just took of her. And this is in low lighting, right? I'm in a room here. There's no light on. The windows the windows are kind of closed up. But look, this is the Nothing Phone 2 on the bottom. Boom, right? This is an S21. This is a 2.5-year-old phone. This 2.5-year-old phone takes better pictures than the Nothing Phone 2. This is a pictures basically about a second apart, so no light shifting. I had both phones in both hands, and she slightly moved, maybe an inch, but she was still for both shots. But look at this. Look at the whiskers. The Nothing Phone 2 on the bottom. Now, this is the 50 megapixel camera. This is after the update with the July security patch, Nothing OS 2.0.2. The S21 is updated to the latest July security patch, Android 13. Just updated it the other day. Look at this is a 64 megapixel photo. This is a 50 megapixel photo. This is a damn near 3-year-old sensor on the top with the S21 base S21. This is the 50 megapixel sensor on the Nothing Phone 2 at the bottom. Now look at the detail. Look at the whiskers. You see how the Nothing Phone 2 basically everything looks glitched. It looks super. The colors and the detail basically mold into each other. You can even look at the eyes, the top of the eyes. That's the Nothing Phone 2 on the bottom. And this is the S21 on the top. Eyes are very good detail. Now this is zoomed in a little bit. Let me show you what it looks like zoomed out. But look, let's just take this real quick. Look at the whiskers. Nothing Phone 2, S21. Nothing Phone 2, S21. You see how glitchy and faded and molded the detail looks at the bottom, and then up top it looks pretty damn good. Even with the mouth, the nose, the whiskers, even the chest portion with that little white patch on her chest. Look up here. Absolutely amazing. Now let me zoom out. Maybe let's zoom in here. Let's see if I can get that basket in the background. It's about the same. It's kind of hard to tell. That's why I zoomed in a little bit. I mean, you can still tell right there. It looks halfway decent. But then when you look at the detail right here, it's just night and day. Cameras on the Nothing Phone 2 are so trash. Let me see if I can zoom in. Now, let me zoom out all the way so you can get a full detail of what picture I took. Whoops. Okay, so that's full. Let's go here. Whoops. Damn it. I think it was... Sorry, guys. I totally screwed this up. That's pretty damn good detail for a 3-year-old sensor. Now, let me see if I can zoom in to the basket. Or let's do this. I bet that'll give a good... Look at this. See that on the door? It's from this basket, right? But look, see that detail? What the hell is that? And that actually shows a good representation of what the door looks like for the S21. And what the hell is that? It doesn't even show some of the markings. Because look. I can't believe that. Look. So right under this 90... Damn it. Right under this 90-degree angle right there on the cutout of the door. You see how there's supposed to be one layer and then two layers? Look at this Nothing Phone 2. There's a right angle of where that door is right here, the cutout of the door. Just shows a little smudge on the door. It's supposed just one little smudge left and right. It's supposed to show one smudge left and right, and then there's a second layer underneath. This photo doesn't even show the second layer. Now I know the cat's kind of in the way on that one, but right under the 90-degree angle where those 2 points meet, there's supposed to be 2 layers. 1 and then 2. Look at this one. Right where the 90-degree angle meets, there's just 1. There's not even a second layer of smudge. So the sensor on the Nothing Phone 2 really struggles to pick up detail. And that's with their 50 megapixel camera. It's supposed to be a decent sensor. I don't know what the hell they've done to this sensor, because I think I've used a couple of phones in the past with this same Sony sensor, and I don't remember it being this bad. Let me look at the... So is that as zoomed in as we can get? That basket. Let's see if we can zoom in. It's kind of hard. Well, it picks up that... the Nothing Phone 2 picks that basket up a little better. Right there. But I'm not sure why that came into focus, but the main subject is just blurry as hell. Is there anything else we can look at? Zoom into the detail of the carpet. Let's see, right to the right of the cat. I mean, the S21 zooms in way farther, because look, there's the cat, and it zooms in. This is as far as the Nothing Phone 2 goes. If you zoom in anymore, stuff will look blurry, but my God, look at this photo quality on a 3-year-old sensor on the S21. Now, from the release date, the S21 is 2 years removed from the S23, and the S23 is 6 months old. So from release dates, this sensor is 2.5 years. Now, they put these sensors in here and do a bunch of testing at least 6 months before the phone is released. That's why I'm giving it a 3-year old sensor time frame. But look at this. It's incredible. I'm actually blown away. Now, the Nothing Phone 2 just got a software update that said major camera improvements. This is after the quote-unquote major camera improvements update. I just updated the phone, restarted the phone. I just check the App Store to see if there are any updates. No camera updates. So this is on the latest software, latest camera APK, and the 2.5-year-old phone blows away the Nothing Phone 2. This Nothing Phone 2 is basically $650. That was pre-order. Right now you get it for $699, $700. That's not including tax. So after taxes, you're looking at basically $775, almost $800 for this device. And I got this S21 on eBay for $163. So $163 Samsung Galaxy S21 camera beats the $800 Nothing Phone 2 hands down. This is a wash. This is basically Terrence Crawford on the top and Errol Spence Jr. on the bottom. Terrence Crawford with the S21 mops the floor and beats the crap out of Errol Spence Jr. with the Nothing Phone 2. Not even close. Just the attention to detail. I mean, there's no making your case or making a point for the Nothing Phone 2. Now, it isn't low lighting, true, but you get better detail in low lighting. excuse me. You get better detail, more detail. The sensor can grab more details with more light. True, but also it goes to show you how much the sensor sucks because in kind of it's not a dark room, but it is lower light. It just goes to show you how much it struggles, how much it has to absolutely depend on a brighter room to get details out of photos with the Nothing Phone 2. That's horrible. The Samsung, that goes to show you still how good the sensor is on the S21. It's just embarrassing. So I really don't see any reason buying the Nothing Phone 2. Is it cool? Yeah, it looks cool. But why are you going to spend $600, $700, $800 on a phone when you can spend half of that and get a better phone? And this is just the S21, right? You got the Pixel 7, which is better photo quality, is basically the same operating system. And get the Pixel 7 Pro. The Pixel 8's coming out. That'll blow away this Nothing Phone 2. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus would blow away the Nothing Phone 2. Basically, the only thing cool about this Nothing Phone 2 is the see-through back and the the glyph interface. I don't use the glyph interface. I thought I would. I thought it would be cool. I thought I would use it all the time. I don't use it. In fact, I don't even really use this phone. I've been using my S23 Ultra a lot. Now, yes, I've used it to test it, but there's just nothing special about this phone. And now that you see that the cameras suck, I mean, they are bad, then what's the point of using this device? Honestly. And I hate to say that because I was really rooting for them to put together a good device. It is a good device. There's just, when you get it, there's nothing special about it. Yes, it's see-through, but whoop-de-freaking-do. Like, when you want to take good pictures, good selfies, good videos, you need a sensor for all-round good sensor. Low light, videos, bright light, outside, close-up photos, motion videos, faraway videos, zoom. The zoom on this thing sucks. Like when you're taking photos or videos. It's just horrible. So it's a cool phone to have, but I would not recommend this for your... Now, I know most people don't have two devices. I get a bunch of devices here so I can test stuff out and compare stuff. There's no reason to buy this phone. Get yourself an S23 Plus. Hell, the S21 beats it. Get yourself a S21 Plus for literally half the price. No, a fourth of the price. Now, this is the basic S21. But you can get an S21 Plus, which is similar size to this, on eBay for like $220. So why would you buy an $800 phone when you can buy an S21 Plus for a quarter of the price and have a better device? I mean, look at this photo. It's horrible. So if you can get past the glyph interface stuff, look, is it cool? Yes, but it's a very, very small percentage of the time that you are using this device. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. You're not sitting there. The phone is meant to be looked at using it like this. The phone is not meant to be like this, right? And this is the only really cool thing about the phone, because the operating system is basically, the operating system, you can get this same launcher on your Pixel. It's basically a Pixel operating system with a different launcher on it. I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, you can do all this in, with any other Android device. And then you got that on the back. But again, are you just staring at your phone like this the whole time? No, you're using your device. Display is nice. It's a fast phone. It's got a good processor. All that stuff. Like, it looks cool. But that's it. But here's the thing. You're not looking at the side of the phone. You're not looking at the back. Like, it looks cool. And like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Yeah, but when you actually have to look at it the proper way, which is like this and using the phone, there's nothing special and the cameras suck. So where's the benefit of buying this device? That's basically where I'm at. Cameras are horrible. Here's the other thing. They mentioned, real quick before I go. They mentioned the cameras on here. They market this as having two 50 megapixel cameras on the back, 50 and 50, right? Here's one of the huge frustrations I'm having with this device. Look, when you go into the settings, right? We're in photo mode. Oh, do I have a tripod? Hang on. Let me pause this video. Let me get a tripod so I can show you something. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I got my tripod. Now look, I have the tripod to hold this phone. But look, so when you're in the camera or in the photo section, camera app, and it's supposed to have two 50 megapixels on the back, correct? So when you go here to choose, your camera settings, I don't know if you can see it sideways. You have two options. You have 12 megapixel and you have the 50 megapixel option right there. So I thought there's supposed to be 250 megapixels on the back. Where did that 12 megapixel camera come from? Maybe the sensor can well, no, it doesn't work like that. And look, so we're in the 50 megapixel option right here, right? That's 12. That's 50. You only have a 3:4 aspect ratio when you're in the 50 megapixel. When you're in the 12 megapixel, you have 4:3 aspect ratio. You have 16:9 aspect ratio. You have a full. So let's show you. You got 4:3. Whoops, it's hard to do it. You got 4:3. You got 16:9. You got full, and you got 1:1. Now, when you go to the 50 megapixel, you only have one aspect ratio. And then look at this. Watch. So we're in the 50, right? We're in the 50 megapixel. I'm just selecting it. See, I selected it. Okay, so let's get rid of that menu. You cannot zoom. Zoom is not available in this mode. So you're telling me you cannot zoom in the high detail sensor? I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, that's ridiculous. And then when you go to the 12 megapixel, let's go to 16:9. Let's get rid of the menu. Look how shitty that is. Let's move this up a bit so you can look at the... Sorry. Oh, it's not good zoom. Look how grainy that is. So only 10x in the 12 megapixel sensor, and there is no zoom in the 50 megapixel camera. This is not good photos. I mean, this equals shitty photos. And I just showed y'all how shitty these photos are. Now let's go to video. So we're in video. Let's see what options we got. .10x video mode, and it sucks. So very disappointed. Yes, you have 4K and you have 60. Sorry, you got 4K and you got 60 on the right for your videos, but for the photo, again, kind of scratching my head as to why they would market this phone as 250. This has the 250 megapixels on the back and a 32 on the front camera. Let's go to the front camera. I'm on my S23 Ultra. Now, what are the options here? Aspect ratio 4:3, 16:9, full, and 1:1. And you cannot zoom in at all on the selfie, and there's no wide angle lens, or because like on the Samsung you'll have a 0.6 zoom, you have a 1.0 zoom, and then you'll also have like a 1.2. But there's absolutely nothing on here. It's just 1.0. But why do they market this phone as 250 megapixels on the back? When you go to select, it gives you a 12 and a 50, and then when you're on the 50, you cannot even zoom in. Zoom is not available in this mode. So just shitty experience with the cameras. Very disappointing. This device, in my opinion, is not worth purchasing at all, period. The only cool thing about this phone is not the actual operating system itself. It's just the back of this device, which you're only looking at the back of the device, maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3% of the time. You have the device. The majority of you looking at the device is on the screen because you're using the device. And there's nothing special about it. It has, yes, a nice display. It's fast and snappy, but all flagship Android phones have a awesome display and are fast and snappy. So, not worth buying, in my opinion. And again, I cannot repeat this enough. The cameras are shitty. They absolutely suck. Basically a 3-year-old phone that I got on eBay for $163 just mopped the floor with these cameras. I mean, just blew this Nothing Phone 2 camera out of the water. And that was with the 50 megapixel camera. That photo I showed you of the cat at the beginning, that was the 50 megapixel sensor. So it's supposed to bring in a ton of detail with that sensor, and it didn't. It absolutely did not. So very disappointing with this device. And it's a big, big, big disappointment. Do not recommend it. And I'm returning the device. It is that shitty. I am returning this. Sorry to say nothing, but I promised I would give you my honest review. And that's my honest feelings about this device. Everything else looks cool, but when you start using the device, not cool.